Welcome everybody here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show that is dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So this is my Friday night show that I do every Friday night. It's called Monster Hits. The year we're doing this week is 1984. Yep, we've made it all the way to 1984. I think we started at 1970. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but I think that's when we started. So for you those... Sorry, little tongue-tied there. For those of you who don't know what we're going to do here is I go on and I look for the biggest hits, well, not the biggest, necessarily the biggest hits, but big hits that were released or hits that were released by different bands in the year that we're going to talk about. And I pick out the 10 that I like the most and then I rank them. The part that's important is that they have to be hit singles. They have to have made an impact. Can't just choose my favorite song from some albums where it wasn't a hit. That's the way I look at it. So this is what we're doing. And as they say, to Obi-Wan you listen, help you it will, save you it might. Okay, enough of that. On with the show, as they say. Okay, so I've chosen 10 songs from the year 1984, and I put some honorable mentions in here as well. This is the lowest year I've had so far since I've been doing this, like, for choices. And I did say that, I said this last week, that I thought last week was going to begin that, but 1984 has begun it. I don't know, it'll probably get less and less. I might have to go to a top 5 because I kind of got away from music a bit. At least this type of music I got away from. I got more into the blues rock era and stuff like that, and I actually went off into the crooning music like Dean Martin and that for a while too. So and then I started slowly coming back once the 90s hit. Well, after the grunge movement, sort of, to speak, although I did listen to some grunge too, I have to admit that. So my top 10 today, to me, it was one of the weaker things. I almost picked Phil Collins and Philip Bailey's Easy Lover to put on here. And then I thought, are you out of your mind? So I didn't do that. So anyways, here we go. Top 10. So normally what I do is I give you my least favorite and then I work my up to my most favorite. So my 10th to first. And that's how we're going to stick with it. And that's what I'm going to do. So starting at number 10 is that silly Genesis song called Illegal Alien. I kind of like it. It's got a bit of a catchy sound to it, and it's different. It's not really the Genesis I like, but at the same time, it's a little bit different, and so I do like this song. It's not bad, so it came in at number 10. Next up came from Rush. There's 2 or 3 I could have chose from here. I wasn't a huge fan of this album, so this song that I chose to come in at number 9, actually, it's because I've listened to the album more in recent years and I'm starting to like it more, and this was the song I liked the most, Distant Early Warning, from Rush's Grace Under Pressure, I believe. Number 8 is from Huey Lewis and the News. I could have chose a couple different songs here, but I like this one, I Want a New Drug. I hate to say it, but it was kind of a power anthem for me at that point in time. I was just about to move out, and yeah, that was the song playing a lot. Number 7, I chose from Van Halen. Could have chose, there was a couple different songs here I could have chose, but I figured, you know what, Panama's got to be on the list. It's probably the best song of their poppy era that came out, and it was a radio friendly song, so I chose it. Panama on number 7. Number 6, Round and Round from Rat. I don't know, there's just something kind of likable about this particular track. I don't really like anything else by these guys, but I do like that song. Then you get to the top 5. So the next 5 songs I really quite like a bit. From ZZ Top, I like that song, Legs. So it's going to be number 5. Number 4, from Murray Head. I think Murray's been on this before. I think I've done one other one by him, but I can't think of what it is. And this is One Night in Bangkok. Yeah, it's such a great track, you know. And I love his voice too, and that kind of almost Friends of Mr. Cairo voice going on there, almost. Number 3 comes from the Scorpions, and I know a lot of you think it's going to be Rock You Like a Hurricane. I did like that track. I just like this one slightly better, at Big City Nights. I don't know what it is about this song. I like the kind of guitar riffing that goes on it, I guess. Anyway, so Big City Nights comes at number 3. Number 2 from Springsteen, which was one of my favorite albums of the year, Born in the USA. This is Dancing in the Dark. Yeah, I did this on tape once at what was the name of that place? Canada's Wonderland. We went in, there was a video place to record there, and me and my cousin talked me into, he wanted to do some Bon Jovi stuff, and so I said, okay, well, I'm here, I'll do the Springsteen Dancing in the Dark. So I have a tape of me singing that. It's hidden and probably will never see the light of day again. Number 1, by sheer fault. It wins by sheer fault. That means nothing else was good enough to beat it. It's a song I liked when it first came out. I listened to it a lot. But over the years, it really hasn't measured up as well. And I think it's the same problem that you get with a lot of these radio staple songs, is that they just play them too much. And you just get sick of listening to them. And, you know, that's happened with so many songs. And I don't want it to happen anymore, so I don't listen to the radio. So it's 2 Minutes to Midnight from Iron Maiden. I think that's on the Power Slave album. You know, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So I'll just reiterate them now. Those are my top 10. So number 1 was 2 Minutes to Midnight from Iron Maiden. Number 2, Dancing in the Dark from Bruce Springsteen. Number 3, Big City Nights from the Scorpions. Number 4, One Night in Bangkok from Murray Head. Number 5, Legs from ZZ Top. Number 6, Round and Round from Rat. Number 7, Panama from Van Halen. Number 8, I Want a New Drug from Huey Lewis and the News. Number 9, Distant Early Warning from Rush. And number 10, Illegal Alien from Genesis. And there you have it. Those are my top 10. I like this kid's Pussycat. He's so silly. So we will do... Now, I'm just going to give you a few of the honorable mentions. I think both Body Electric and Red Sector A are both good songs. They did have charting. They weren't great charting songs, but they're both good anyways. Born in the USA from the title track from Springsteen also should be mentioned. Easy Lover from Collins and Bailey. As tacky and poppy as it is, I still kind of like the vocal parts. Rock You Like a Hurricane, of course, already mentioned, from the Scorpions. And that's it. That's my thing. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, even if I have lost it a little bit on occasion here. And that you will please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. Any comments about the top 10 or songs that I might have missed? I've had a couple of issues where somebody's put in there a song, holy Christ, how did I forget that? Because I'm old and suffer from the olds sometimes. So if you've got any comments, please put them in the comment section below, and we will be back next Friday night with another Monster Hits episode. That will be 1985. I'm concerned that I might not get enough tracks, but we'll see what happens. And please have a good day and a good evening, and we will see you then. Take care. Bye.